AV-98, aka the Ingram Patrol Labor. 6.02 tons, 8.02 meters high, SCV powered, SCLM drive system. Armed and ready for combat with a 37mm revolver and stun baton. Designed specifically for police use to make a psychological impact on the community, to deter criminals while making the public feel safe.
Is it that late already?
Another all-nighter for the mechanics.
It's probably like comparing a normal car to a Formula One. An Ingram takes a lot more work than a simple production labor.
Well, I work on my skills.
Want a race?
Hey, isn't that illegal?
Don't be a spoil sport.
So, Asuma, if we use a mass production model, do you think the mechanics would have less work?
Sure, compared to now.
But we saw the economy model at Haruyumi. It was rejected.
That model was rejected. But the next version is being designed purely for police use. Division 1 is dying for an upgrade. But I think that the important issue here is we do need a model for nationwide use. Don't you believe me?
If you say so, then it must be true.
I mean about the quality of the new version.
I won't believe that until I can test it. What?
Nothing.
You're weird.
We've had some pretty tough months.
What did you want to see me for, Captain?
A trip.
Huh?
Shinohara Industries has asked us to test their new police labor. It's strictly a business trip.
It figures.
What?
Nothing. Sorry, Captain.
So I'm sending you to their research laboratory right away.
You mean I'm doing the test?
Yes, and Oto will test it a few days later.
I think I'm going to send Gomioka, too.
Have fun. You get to go first, Izumi.
Yes. Excuse me. Mr. Sakaki?
I heard. Did you drop by just to say goodbye to me?
I'm not sure how I should test it.
These tests were designed to find specific problems in piloting an operation. complain about anything at all that just doesn't feel right. One more thing. Do your best. Your opinions will help shape future police laborers. Good luck to you.
And that pushed it into the heavyweight class.
Ah.
I think we've now got the power up to a satisfactory level. One of the things we're most proud of is we've completely redesigned the data and control architecture. We've surpassed the Ingram in total processing power.
Of course, the architecture. Ah.
Well, as you are well aware, electronics have advanced tremendously since the Ingram's day, so I'm afraid the poor Ingram is beginning to show its age. We built this facility entirely for this test. It's top secret, you know. Okay.
Ah, it certainly looks impressive.
You can't judge a book by its cover. The layout's exactly the same as before, and we're still using the old monitor.
Right.
Okay, let's begin. Make sure you go slowly at first.
Roger. Here I go.
Go ahead.
I don't feel much response. Uh-oh. The handling is completely different.
Be careful now, don't strain yourself.
He doesn't move quite right. But he's certainly strong. Well, it's not for me.
Huh. So Gomioka gave it a total of 80 points, but I see you only gave it 60 points. You didn't have a very good impression.
He was way too sluggish for me.
As far as I'm concerned, the controls didn't have much feedback.
He didn't respond well.
But I did think it was pretty good for a production model. The power issue will be the big question.
So Noah went 2 days ago and Gomioka went yesterday.
The question is, what will Ota think of today's test?
Well, how was the test, Ota?
Izumi, you're too biased.
Huh?
I know you love the Ingrams, and there's no question how you feel about your Ingram, Alphonse. But a good test pilot has to be impartial no matter what.
So what was your opinion, Oda?
Come on, Izumi! Tell me something! Why were you so down on the new model?
So, Oda, I guess that you gave the new model a good score.
Of course. Its strengths alone qualify it to replace the Ingram. Don't you agree, Gomioka?
I agree that it's strong, but as you know, I've never used an Ingram before.
So you can't compare them on that score.
Well, it looks like we have a split vote in the jury.
This time I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
We'll see.
Please begin.
Okay. Wow, it's completely different. Is this even the same machine?
Some coffee?
No, thank you.
Okay, then. It seemed different, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like a different machine. It's still a bit sluggish, but the jittery feeling is completely gone.
That's all thanks to you, Ota, and Gomioka. We painstakingly make every effort to analyze every move you pilots make. Then we recalibrate the labor's response to your inputs. We have a very specific goal here. One thing is we're optimizing for smoother, more precise movement.
So all our tests are for...
What you have to understand here, girl, is that you're helping gather data through your piloting responses. The challenge we had was to improve the economy model. This is our solution. Our main objective is to create a production model that's going to be easy for everyone to operate.
I think... I will have a cup of coffee.
Sure.
Understand something, a computer is just another tool. It can't do everything. Computer analysis is useful, but take it with a grain of salt.
But then...
Any machine with lots of moving parts has its own idiosyncrasies. If you were to take the same make of labors, you would still notice differences between them, Azumi. The servo power may differ. The pilot has to compensate for that.
I don't really understand. But couldn't that be compensated for by computer analysis?
It could.
Then the skill of the pilot really isn't important.
If there are any problems whatsoever with the new model, you make sure to complain to the techs.
But still, I don't know what to say. I can't make up my mind. There's something not quite right about it.
Take that!
Well, speed and power are up 15% on average.
How long do you want to run through these stupid exercises? For a real test, you need a practice fight. I want a practice fight!
It keeps getting better.
Wow, she's fast.
That's what a good pilot can do for you.
Did you capture that run?
Of course. Mr. Gomioka should match this time on his next run for sure.
still doesn't feel quite right.
But you're still getting used to it.
I guess so.
Look, I understand it doesn't quite have the same feel of an old Ingram.
Yeah, but it seems like I never quite hit what I'm aiming at.
Our data shows that you're only off by a few centimeters.
Huh?
That should certainly be good enough. We're very satisfied with these tests. This new model has turned into a very impressive machine.
What? A test fight?
Yes, upper management has given the green light.
Huh. And you want one of my men? I see. Okay. I'm on it.
They want a test fight with an Ingram?
They say the other tests are done.
They sure do sound pretty confident.
They probably wouldn't ask for a fight if they thought they'd lose, right?
So, who do we send?
That's a problem.
Captain! Why did you pick Azumi instead of me?
You lost the coin toss. I'm really sorry.
But Captain...
Are you accusing me of cheating on the coin toss? Is that it?
No, sir, but...
Next time, choose heads.
But what if Izumi loses? What do we do then?
Do you think that's likely?
You don't know how strong this new model is!
I'm sure they'll show me.
Captain! Please let me fight!
Mind the shop while I'm gone.
If he wants to do it so badly, why can't we trade places? Captain, tell me, was that coin toss on the level?
You doubt me too? Does no one trust their captain?
So, Noah, are you afraid of fighting this new model?
Well, of course. But that's not the problem.
Look, Azumi, I know you think that if you lose, we're going to switch to the new model.
But Alphonse won't lose.
This is Yamamoto, one of our men.
I am very pleased to meet you.
Yamamoto just finished his training here. He'll be using our pre-programmed reflexes taken from the tests we've been running.
I see.
The new model is going to attack first, and the Ingram must capture him. Sound reasonable to you, Captain?
Please try not to damage our Ingram.
It'll be fine.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, let's begin.
Yes, thank you for your help.
Let's begin.
Huh? Impossible!
It's not over yet, Mr. Zumi.
Yamamoto, that's enough!
So it turns out they've decided to suspend their plans for a production model police labor. And there are no other upgrade plans for second section. Well, what do you make of all that, Oda?
Well, what is it you expect me to say?
Jeez.
This must be hard on Division 1.
Once again, their upgrade plans have been derailed.
They've canceled the new police labor, and the way it looks now, Gomioka has no chance of becoming the captain of a new division.
Wow, you actually heard them say that?
Oh, they will.
I can't accept this. You know as well as I do, Division 1 needs that new model, and we desperately need new divisions.
I understand your feelings.
The new labors may have been production units, but they're vastly superior to our pythons. Just think about what we could do with those new machines.
Lieutenant Gomioka.
Huh?
Be patient. Tell me something. Do you think we could do our job if Tokyo were flooded with identical units? Anything that Division 1 receives must surpass the Ingram. That's what this delay is really about.
Is that really possible?
I figured it out. I finally figured out why the new model felt wrong.
Oh.
It's really simple. I complain about something and you adjust it. You tweak and adjust everything until it's absolutely perfect.
Ah.
We did not go far enough. The new model never got a custom tune-up.
I just spoke with Mr. Jitsuyama on the phone. He still has high hopes for creating a successor to the Ingram.
So then...
But he does agree that they just can't match our smooth, precise movements without expert tuning and top-notch piloting. It's very simple. There's just no comparison whatsoever. And to get that in a general-purpose labor, it needs to adapt itself to the pilot. You see? So it's back to the drawing board. He said he'll keep trying to improve on the Ingram.
Hey, we don't need a new model. Alphonse is just perfect.
A scary monster awakens near a small town off the coast.
One of the town's elders tells us a mysterious legend.
Let's meet up with that monster. Do you see him?
How will we make it come out?
Science versus myth. Isn't it romantic?
Next episode, the painful coastal order. Target locked on.